Hey, what's going on, guys? Archer Mark here, back with another Star Wars action figure review. And today I have the second of the two Star Wars special action figure set, Imperial Scanning Crew. And this, as far as regular retail is concerned, these sets are exclusive only at K-Mart. There's the sticker there. Two very good figures again. Good for army building if you're into collecting Imperials. Good for a Death Star diorama, or just in general if you want to do a display, any kind of thing to recreate the Scanning Crew scene, or a scene with a Millennium Falcon in the background. They'd be good figures to add to your collection. So you have the Scanning Crew and the Stormtrooper TK421. We'll look at them a little closer. First, let's look at the packaging. Again, very reminiscent of the old vintage packaging that was done. Also vintage collection, as you'll see that logo in a moment. So you see there, Star Wars special action figure set, Imperial Scanning Crew. There's the two figures there with the piece of the scanning equipment, the only at K-Mart sticker. Okay, and we'll flip it around, and we get here again. There you see Star Wars the Vintage Collection logo. Star Wars, there are the two figures inside, Stormtrooper TK421, and the Imperial Technician, and the piece of the equipment. There you see the Millennium Falcon is captured by the Death Star. A scanning crew searches the ship for the crew, while Stormtrooper TK421 stands guard outside the ship. And it says, collect this other set, sold separately, the Death Star Scanning Crew. Which I've already reviewed this. It was the review put on before this, so check that out if you'd like. There's the good old Kenner logo from the good old days, and all your other usual mumbo jumbo. So that's enough about the packaging. On to the figures themselves. And again, this guy is very similar. In fact, other than the facial sculpt, which he does have a different facial sculpt, he's exactly the same as the other crew member. Here you'll see, here, side by side, there are the two, and you'll see the facial sculpts are different. Okay, but other than that, it's pretty much the same figure. The full gray kind of jumpsuit. You have the Imperial cog there, and a little device on his wrist. The only other color is the black on the belt and the holster, which holds the blaster, the silver buckle, the black boots, Imperial cap. See, pretty basic. Articulation is slightly different on these two figures, so I'll do them separately. Bulge on the neck, bulge shoulders, bulge elbows, swivel wrists, swivel waist, swivel hips, bulge knees, and bulge ankles. And again, we have the same problem with the other figure, where the ankle joints are not painted correctly. They're not the black. They don't match the boots. But we don't have that problem with the elbows or the knees. As far as accessories, he comes with this standard Stormtrooper blaster. It's all, the one color, but sculpted nicely. And then probably the highlight for this pack is the Stormtrooper TK421. And it's a Stormtrooper. It's a fairly nice sculpt. I think the hips could have used ball joints. They're a little too close together. But it's a nice sculpt for a Stormtrooper. You can never have too many Stormtroopers. He does feature the newer sculpt of the Stormtrooper blaster that we saw back with the Sand Trooper. Again, thicker sculpt, and you have this portion which folds back to make a shoulder stock. And we go down, and we have the holster, which this gun will not fit into. That's the thicker version. So you see the ankle joints, they are colored white, so that's good. And the knee joints and the elbow joints are good. The helmet is non-removable. And we got some little details there on the belt, a couple other little devices on the utility belt, which is a nice little touch, makes them stand out a little bit from your other standard Stormtrooper. Articulation on this guy, you have a ball jointed neck, ball in shoulders, ball in elbows, swivel wrists, ball jointed torso, swivel hips, ball hinged knees, and ball hinged ankles. So pretty good articulation. Again, the hips maybe should have been ball jointed or molded a little separately. They're just a little too close together, I think. They move kind of awkwardly. Now, for the last part of this set, you have the scanning crew piece, and this is the top portion, and this little this little top here, see, just plain black and red and blue. This comes off, and you have some little equipment here, and this is you can actually take this out. It's some sort of nozzle or scanning device, I'm not sure, but you could probably fit that in the hand of one of the figures. So this can be removed if need be, if you choose. The tube just pegs into this white piece here. So that's a neat little addition. They could have made it just totally empty, but they didn't. So this little top that goes on here, and then if you bring in, there's the piece from the first set, and plop this down. That fits on top, and there you have the full scanning crew box, which is cool. It's a nice little set, and gives you a nice reason to try and get both pieces if that even interests you. Get this out of the way. So there you go. That's about it. You have this part of the box with the top, the little pieces inside. Two very good figures. Again, they may not be essential to a person's collection, but they're good figures. They're good for, again, army building and for dioramas, and if you're into collecting Imperials, it's a good set to pick up. So I would recommend it if it's a set that interests you. Like I said, it may not be essential for everybody. Now, so that's about it. That's all I can say. Again, Star Wars Special Action Figure Set, Imperial Scanning Crew, number 2, featuring the crewman and Stormtrooper TK421. Pick it up. I'd recommend it. It's a good set. The figure's not the best, not the worst, but definitely, I would say, worth the money. Got some play value, some display value. So, definitely worth it. Yeah, hope you enjoyed this review. That's about all I can say. Usual comment, rate, subscribe. And until my next video, stay tuned. Thank you for watching, and may the Force be with you.